Sports.
Kafka will dust it off, throws it to the net, and almost was pushed in. Still loose. Kafka stuffs it in. They win it overtime. 6-5. The puck was not covered, and Kafka found it.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, and Dakota Storm Roofing.
Pass goes across over for Birch. She'll wait, and that shot save, rebound, and score! It is McIntyre that puts it in, and we're tied at 2. McIntyre for a second of the game in front of the nets.
The Capitals are also brought to you by Beck Motor Company, Ferding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Potsuba Agency, and River Bottom Sanitation.
Emily Nemec will race into the offensive zone and pick up the puck. She's got Kafka with her. Over, back to Nemec. She scores! The Caps get it right back. The pass was blocked. It came back to Nemec, and she put it in to make it 3-1.
The Oahe Capitals are also brought to you by American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now for the call, let's head to the booth and the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And from the ODI Center, we welcome you to day 2 of our opening season weekend. The Oahe Capitals take on the Aberdeen Cougars here this morning. And a good morning to you as the Caps are looking for a 2-0 start. They got the win last night, yesterday afternoon against the Mitchell Marlins with a 2-1 victory. And now looking to go to 2-0 in the season as the Aberdeen Cougars are opening their season up with their first game here this afternoon, or this morning into the afternoon, as they come in after a season that went to 12-7-0-2. One of those girls that returned from the Aberdeen Cougars is their goalie, Chloe Vikander, who was out for the middle part of last year with an injury. Their goalie, and Vikander, one of the best goalies in the state. She had all 12 of those wins. The slide that they went on, and not that Hadley Herman wasn't good in net, but really you could see that they're just a kind of a different team when Vikander is between the pipes. Everything just flows a little bit better. Herman was still good, but Vikander, when you're one of the best goalies in the state and you go down, it is hard to replace how good Chloe Vikander can be. But she is back between the pipes once again this year. But there is a lot of different players that have graduated. One that returns is Rachel Sifkin, as she is the team leader returning coming into this year. 14 goals and 10 assists from last year. Addison Keller also returns with 10 goals and 7 assists. But then after that, Kaylee Dixon also had 8 goals. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot of goals to go around. There's a couple of players that will be making their varsity debut here this morning in the afternoon as well. And so the Aberdeen Cougars are a little bit different team than what we saw last year. However, as we know, Aberdeen is one of the perennial girls' best teams in the state, and they're always one of those top teams that are competing for a state championship every single year. So just because they lost quite a bit from last year doesn't mean that they're not going to be good this year and going to be a very difficult team to try and beat. So it's going to be a fun matchup here for the Capitals as they take on the Aberdeen Cougars here this morning and into the afternoon. Let's take our first break in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's action. We'll talk about the upcoming games as well. We'll keep getting you set here for Oahe Capitals hockey and taking on the Aberdeen Cougars here from the ODI Center in Aberdeen. Back after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Hi, this is Aubrey Stewart, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we welcome you back here to the ODI Center as we continue to get set for the Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars. Yesterday, the Caps picked up a 2-1 win as they were able to get goals from Kirsten Miller and Micah Buffalo. Miller got the first goal of the game with 9.8 to go in the first period, and that held up until the third. As Buffalo scored early on in the third period, less than a minute later, Taylor Sorben made it 2-1, but Kylie Fromm ended up with a total of 22 saves on 23 shots, and the Caps were able to get that first win of the season, knocking off the Mitchell Marlins. Aberdeen has not played yet, but looking at scores around the state, Brookings swept Rushmore this weekend, 7-0 and 7-1. So they won those two games. I don't know if they're playing that third game or not. I don't believe. Maybe they are. I think Rushmore might head over to Brookings for that final game. We'll check that here in just a second. But Sioux Falls also beat Watertown 8-1. Earlier on, so they are going to play all three games. They should be underway here shortly for Brookings and Rushmore, playing all three games. And then it'll be the Caps, obviously, and the Cougars here at 11 a.m. And then at 1 o'clock, Mitchell and Sioux Falls will play here coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So those are your games here for the Caps, for the girls varsity hockey as we continue to get set for the Caps and the Cougars coming up here from the ODI Center as the Caps looking to go to 2-0 to start the season. Back after this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Whenever there's a project that will make our community a better place to live, you're right there doing what you can to help. You volunteer because it's your nature to be helpful. All of us at First Fidelity Bank would like to thank you for all you do to make our community a better place to live. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, this is Kylie from, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we continue in getting set for puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars as the Cougars playing last time that these two teams are here, it was a overtime win for the Capitals in February, early February for that contest. And the Caps will be looking for another win here at the ODI Center to go to 2-0 to start the year. Both teams will be making their way out onto the ice here in just a moment. We'll have the starting lineups. We've got opening puck drop on the way. We do know that Chloe Viking will be the starting goalie for the Aberdeen Cougars. Kylie Fromm leads the team out for the Capitals, so it looks like Fromm will be the starting goalie here for the Caps in Game 2 of the season, as she made 22 saves on 23 shots in Game 1 of the 2025-26 season. So Fromm will look to go to 2-0 as well. At some point, I would assume that we will see Taylor Allerdings get a start for the Caps, but obviously, as the season goes along, we'll see how things shake out. And Fromm, after yesterday's performance, looked very good. And we'll get another shot at being the starter here in this game. And it's going to be a tough Aberdeen lineup to stop. And, you know, the competition from top to bottom is very good in the state. And so the Caps have to be ready to go for this contest against Aberdeen. We'll send it down for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Good morning and welcome to the ODI Center for today's opening game between the Oahe Lady Capitals and your Lady Cougars. Starting for the Oahe Capitals, number 11, Elliot Birch. Number 16, Brenna Villman. Number 20, Kenley Boyer. Number 33, Emily Nemec. Number 52, Addison Hunsley. In net, Kylie Fromm. The Lady Capitals are coached by assistant coach Caitlin Swenson, Bryce Baker, and head coach James Wedden. And for your Lady Cougars, number 3, Addison Keller. Number 5, Sophia Lamont. Number 12, Kylie Herman. Number 23, Rachel Siefkin. Number 37, Olivia Sandvik. And in net, your goalie, number 70, Chloe Vikander. The Lady Cougars are coached by assistant coach Tyler Herman, assistant coach Chris Clement, and head coach Amy Munsterman-Wills. The anthem has been played. Let's play hockey.
So we're ready to go here for the Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars as it is just about puck drop time. We're going to get started a couple minutes early from 11 o'clock, which is okay to start a little bit on time, or a little bit earlier than on time, as the Caps and Cougars boys varsity team scheduled for a 3 o'clock puck drop. And we'll have that one for you here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as well, as the Caps take on here the Aberdeen Cougars this morning. So Vikander will be the starting goalie, as well as also Kylie Fromm for the Capitals. 17 minutes are on the clock, and we're ready to go for our second game of the regular season. It'll be Olivia Sandvik, Addison Keller, and Rachel Siefkin on the forward lines, with Sophia Lamont and Kylie Herman, the two defensemen. And the Caps will go with that line of Ava Lavenger, Aubrey Stewart, as well as also Reagan Emmy to get things started. Make that Mallory Learcamp as we are underway here this morning, as the Capitals look to take control of this season early on and try to go to 2-0 on the year, as it will be moved in by Rachel Siefkin. That pass will come over here to the near side, comes out of the zone, and it will now be grabbed by Mallory Learcamp. Just a bit too far. And Learcamp back at center ice. Learcamp is grabbed by Siefkin as she moves in. Siefkin with a shot that was blocked, never got to the net. And it's now here on the near side, where it's going to be grabbed by Birch. Her pass goes up, goes off of the skate, goes all the way down, so there is no icing. And behind the net, Addison Hunsley nearly picked it up. Emily Nemec behind the net as well. Here is Hunsley with it. Hunsley in the corner. It's grabbed by the Cougars, and it'll come here to the nearest side. Birch will pinch in to keep it in the zone. She'll play it into the corner. Nemec behind the net will grab it. Backhanded pass out. Hunsley with a shot and a save made by Vikander. Fanning on the shot was Birch. Birch will get it back out to the point, and there's a shot from the point that will go wide from Kenley Boyer. Pass will come out of the zone. Brenna Ullman. It's now Nemec that will pass it back over to Birch, and the Caps will reset at their own blue line. Off the boards, missing that pass for Ullman. And then the Cougars moving it up. Tori Fishback will move it up, but Kirsten Miller will take the puck away. Miller moves in on the offensive side. A couple Capitals run into each other. Miller will play it around the boards, out to the far side of the ice. And now it's grabbed by Sienna Tipton. Her shot got up high and a save made by Vikander. We get a whistle with 15:20 to go here in the first period. Ainsley Reese on the ice as well for this Capital group. Face-off will be to the right of Vikander. Two shots on goal, both being by the White Capitals to this point. But here are the Aberdeen Cougars. They'll try and move it into the neutral zone. It is Higley that will move it in. And Higley got to the corner, but couldn't get it to deeper into the zone. It's going to be held in at the line by Mackenzie Swisher. And now still on that near side board. Centering pass. That one misses everybody and will go out to be picked up by the Capitals and out of the zone. That was Sonia Junt that had it. Now, as the Caps are in the midst of a change, moving back into the offensive zone, this is going to be Kaylee Dixon that will swing wide. Dixon will backhand. That pass came to the back door, and it just went wide of the net of Fromm. There's a shot towards the net by Swisher, and it will be missing, and it will go out to the corner. Back out to the blue line, passing it down to the face-off circle. That shot for Leah Kranzler was blocked, and now in the corner for the Capitals in their own end of the ice, picked up by Reese. Ainsley Reese moves it up. It didn't get deep into the zone. Now back in the neutral zone where Mallory Learcamp will grab it. Learcamp will move in with 14:10 to go. Learcamp got in front of the net, but just fanned on the shots as it is still loose in the neutral zone. And it's out to center ice. Kenley Boyer now with it. Boyer plays off the boards to herself. Good move there by Boyer moving in. That shot wide of Vikander here on the near side of the corner. Birch trying to pinch in, but it's chipped out of the zone by Aberdeen. And back in the neutral zone, it's going to be grabbed here by number 16 and Ashen Hadrick. Hadrick with a shot on, and Fromm will make the save. That's the second save for Fromm now here in the first period. And this will be held in by Aberdeen. Behind the nets, 13:30 to go here in the first period. Backhanded pass, that is going to be blocked, and it comes back to Sandvig. Out to the blue line, Urlacher with a shot that was blocked up high by Birch. And then it's Lavenger that will find the puck and pass it out. So it just misses Learcamp's stick. And then it's out to the neutral zone where Aberdeen will send it back here to the near side. Elliot Birch will pick it up, and Birch from her end of the ice will start to create some separation from her and Olivia Sandvig. And now it's Hunsley up ahead for Ullman. That one's missing Ullman on the back skate. And now Ullman will get called for a trip, and the Cougars will go on the power play as we will get the whistle with 12:52 to go here in the first period. So Ullman will get called for the penalty. And it will be an early power play here for the Capitals. Make that early penalty kill for the Capitals. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. An opportunity for the Aberdeen Cougars to get something on the board early on. On the face-off win, Aberdeen will control it. Centers one, there's a shot on, and Fromm will make the save, and we'll get the whistle. And an early good look on the power play from Kaylee Dixon, but a really good save there from Fromm. And we get the whistle with 12:43 to go here in the first period. Back at the blue line, Addison Keller, the quarterback of this power play. This is now grabbed by Siefkin. Now it's in front for Dixon with a shot and a save made by Fromm again. Another good play there from Kylie Fromm with the blocker to stop it. There's a glove save by Fromm that time again from Dixon as she was just below the blue line. And we do get a whistle. 12:23 remaining here in the first period. Still 1:32 to go in the power play. Face-off will be to the right of Fromm. 5 shots now for Aberdeen after the Capitals had the first 2 shots. It's been 5 straight now here for the Aberdeen Cougars. Kenley Boyer trying to move it ahead of everyone for Aberdeen, but Siefkin has it at her own blue line, nearly turn it over to Nemec. Then Kranzler moves it up ahead, and 2-on-1 into the zone for Dixon. Dixon a pass over, good stick from Birch to disrupt the pass, and it's sent down the ice, and a really good play there from Emily Nemec. But Aberdeen still with 1:05 to go on the power play. Allison Hunsley takes it at center ice, and then sent all the way down by Nemec, which will kill more time off with 11:45 to go here in the first period. This pass will be moved up. Tipton, Malaya Tipton off of her stick as she's making her varsity debut as well. Up ahead for Heagley. And then sent back down again by the Capitals. All the way down to Vikander, who comes out of her net because Mallory Learcamp was going to be the first one to get to it. And now it's going to be Kirsten Miller that will send it back up the middle of the zone, into the neutral zone. Aberdeen waiting to get tagged back up. That shot will go wide on the dump in to the nearest side. The Caps again trying to clear it. Does not get out of the zone. It's held in by Herman, by Kylie Herman. And then as Aberdeen tags back up, there's still 15 seconds to go on the power play. Out of the zone, will be sent back in. It'll be wide of Fromm, delayed offside, so Aberdeen tags back up, and that should take care of the power play as it'll be sent back down by Birch. 2 seconds and 1, and the Caps will kill off the first penalty against on the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. In the corner, though, Aberdeen still looking to try and get some offense moving as we go back to 5-on-5 with 10:40 to go here in the first period. This is a shot on by Kranzler and a save made by Fromm. She's now made 6 saves here early on in this hockey game. Back to the blue line, Rachel Siefkin will poke check it around, and it'll be played over into the corner. Siefkin racing for it. Now Siefkin again in the corner. Kranzler will pick it up. Kranzler, good stick from Kirsten Miller. Again, Siefkin, and now Hunsley battling for the puck in the corner. Comes out towards the blue line. It was initially Swisher that had it. She fell to the ice. Still with it with a shot wide of the net. That one coming from Addison Keller. Near side out to the blue line. This is held in by Herman. Kylie Herman's able to hold the zone, and now Siefkin over looking for a shot as Keller unable to get the puck to her forehand. to get a shot away. Then try to send it to the corner, but the Caps are able to block it, and eventually gets out of the zone. And Oahe will have to make a quick change. Everybody's making a change right now for the Capitals, so Aberdeen was looking to go quickly up the ice, but unable to. Kenley Boyer will send it out of the zone. It's still grabbed by Aberdeen. So the Caps, who controlled the first about 2 minutes of this hockey game, Aberdeen's really settled in and has made things a lot more difficult for the Capitals trying to get any offense moving. Here is a turnover and a shot and a save made by Fromm, and nearly squeaked underneath her glove, but she does get the whistle with 9:18 to go here in the first period. Still no score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Cougars. This face-off out to the blue line. That is a shot by Swisher that was blocked, never got to the net. Sonia Junt will play it out of the zone, and then it's up ahead for Reagan Emmy. Emmy will push it into the corner in the offensive zone for the Capitals, trying to get some offense moving, just off the stick of Tipton. Sienna Tipton, that is, and now it's moved by Aberdeen out of the zone and into their offensive end. 8:50 to go here in the first period. No score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Sienna Tipton now has it for the Capitals. 2-on-2 moving in. She'll dump it in, and around it goes to the near side, where it's going to be Sonia Junt that will pick it up. Junt in the corner. Puck starts to come free, and it will come out of the zone. Off the stick of Kaylee Dixon. And now it's going to be Malaya Tipton for Aberdeen, who fans on a pass attempt. It's Mallory Learcamp that picks it up. Learcamp will swing in wide, but a good stick from Addison Keller. Make that from Swisher. There's a shot, and Vikander makes the save, and we will get a whistle as Emmy gets spilled into the nets. Make that Lavender that was spilled into the nets. 8:18 to go here in the first period. Caps with their third shot on goal. Still no score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Face-off will be won here by the Capitals. Out to the blue line. Miller with a shot, and seeing it all the way was Chloe Vikander. We get a whistle with 8:14 remaining here in the first period. Miller from the blue line. Her goal scored yesterday was in front of the net off of a turnover. She nearly had a second goal. Here's a shot that was tipped just wide from Learcamp after Ainsley Reese took that opportunity. Here is into the corner. Now here on the near side. It'll be looking to pick it up, or the Aberdeen Cougars to get it out of the zone. Kirsten Miller. It'll be played around. And now it's Aubrey Stewart in front of the nets, and a backhander save made by Learcamp by Vikander. And it's now Learcamp that will start to move in. She goes down. Referee's arms stay put. There's a shot. Vikander trying to fight for it. Puck is still loose. It is at the nets. It's a mad scramble, and we will get a whistle. And there will be no goal scoring by the Capitals with 7:31 to go here in the first period. 7 shots on goal here for the Caps. 6 for the Aberdeen Cougars. It is still tied 0-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Face-off will be to the left of Vikander. Addison Hunsley will take the face-off here for the Capitals. This face-off will be tied up in front of the slot. Brenna Ullman was trying to get around the defenseman, and she circled around the, I guess, would be the wrong way that she circled around, because the puck came right over into the slot, but Aberdeen will get it out of the zone. This will be Rachel Siefkin now. That will be here on the near side. Keller tries to throw it over, looking to get to Sandvig. She was able to glove it down for a moment, but it will be grabbed now here by the Capitals and sent all the way down. This will be an icing. We get a whistle with 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Again, no score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 7 shots for the Cougars. Make that for the Capitals now, and 6 for the Cougars. Both goalies have been tested early on with some key saves. Siefkin will take the face-off against Nemec. It'll be one back to Sandvig, looking for an opening, getting a shot away. Goes off the outside of the net. And it'll come here to the near side, where Ullman will get it on the backhand and out of the zone. Can the Capitals go 2-on-2? Nemec and Hunsley both lost to handle the puck. And it will be Aberdeen back in the neutral zone, and Siefkin will play it around over to the far side for Keller. Keller's pass for Sandvik is touched by Sandvik, so then Siefkin picks it up, and then out to the blue line. It'll come out of the zone. Ullman has it, trying to protect the puck, and from the red line, just can't dump it in all the way down the ice, as it ended up being, it wasn't mishandled, but disrupted by one of the Aberdeen Cougars sticks. Kenley Boyer behind the nets. Into the corner on her defensive side. Aberdeen will pick up the puck. That backhand pass to Keller. The shot was blocked out to the blue line. It's going to be moved by Emmy. Sonia Junn and Reagan Emmy will move in. It's a 2-on-0. Emmy moves in. That pass over for Junn and just missed the one-timer. Both the defensemen fell down for Aberdeen. There's a shot that comes to Vikander. Doesn't handle it cleanly. Pokes it out. Here's a shot by Miller that will go wide of Vikander. Still loose. Here's Junn with a shot that's blocked. Still loose in front of the net. And it's Addison Keller that will eventually clean it up. And we'll send it out to the blue line, but it's held in by Miller. And we get a whistle, and is this going to be, it's a high sticking penalty against the Capitals, it looks like. So the Caps will have to go back to the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill with 5:38 to go here in the first period. And it's going to be Reagan Emmy that will go to the penalty box for a high sticking call. And so now it's the second power play here for the Aberdeen Cougars. They're 0 for 1. Didn't get a whole lot of shots on goal in that after the first initial blitz from that power play. Aubrey Stern, the face-off win, backhands it, doesn't get out of the zone. There's a shot on an easy save for Fromm as she saw that all the way from the blue line. And we get a whistle as that one came from Riley Keller. Riley Keller and Mackenzie Swisher both on the ice right now as the two defensemen on the power play for Aberdeen. Face-off, Stewart lost it to Kaylee Dixon. Out to the blue line. Caps will get out of the zone. Birch from her knees is able to throw it all the way down the ice. Vikander will play it up the boards, back out of the zone. And it will be a tripping call against Aberdeen. So the Caps will get a very abbreviated power play. It'll be a 19 seconds power play, but it is a trip call against Aberdeen, the first penalty against them, with 5:18 to go here in the first period. And it will be on number 17, Malaya Tipton. So that ends the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. And barring another penalty, the Caps will get a brief 19-second power play, as this will come out of the zone 4-on-4 for the next minute and 35 seconds. Up ahead for Mallory Learcamp. Learcamp will send it around the boards. 5:05 to go here in the first period. Swisher now with it. Up ahead for Birch as she turned it over to Swisher. Birch's shot goes high over the crossbar. And now Learcamp trying to find the stick to the ice after it was tangled up with Riley Keller. And then now Learcamp with it again. Played it back to Birch. A lot of open ice. That shot got through and a save made by Vikander. Learcamp will pick it back up, trying to move it towards the slot. Never got the shot away. Riley Keller has it for Aberdeen, being leaned on by Emily Nemec and turned the puck over the neutral zone. Birch will spin away, and spinning to the ice was Heagley. And now Birch will move in, but she ran into her own teammates as Assen Hunsley and Birch both run into each other. I make that Birch running into Hunsley. This will be iced by Aberdeen with 4:18 to go here in the first period. And there's still 41 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 before the ends up being about 20-second power play for the Capitals. But 4:18 to go here in the first period. Still looking for our first goal of the hockey game. Emily Nemec will take the face-off to the right of Vikander. Siefkin for Aberdeen. It was pushed by Siefkin, and then a shot that was coming from the point from Ainsley Reese. It was blocked by Aberdeen. Olivia Sandvik can't get it out as Kirsten Miller holds it in. Assen Hunsley now behind the net as she'll circle around. Hunsley looking for a shot attempt. Nothing open there. Codes it back to Reese. Reese moves away from one defender, but then Siefkin takes it over. It was 15 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Kirsten Miller backhands it up ahead for Hunsley. Coming out of the penalty box will be Reagan Emmy here in the next 5 seconds. Here's a shot up and a save made by Vikander up near the shoulders from Nemec. And so 3 seconds to go on the 4-on-4, which really gives an opportunity. The hardest part about this right now is that Emmy's coming out of the penalty box, and if Coach Medine doesn't want her out there, she's got to skate all the way across the ice. Otherwise, it'll be a quick transition to get the power play going. Kirsten Miller at the blue line. Emmy's going to skate all the way across the ice to try and get off for the brief Boys and Girls Club power play for the Capitals as Ava Lavenger is on, but only 8 seconds to go as she came on the ice and touched the puck immediately as the puck was right there at the bench. And now with 2 seconds to go, we go back to 5-on-5. Both teams are 0 for on the power play. Siefke with a shot, got it wide of Fromm on the stick side. This will be moved to the far side of the ice. Ainsley Reese wide open to pick up the puck. Up ahead for Mallory Learcamp, who will backhand it into the zone. She was back skating, plays it over, trying to center one for Lavenger. Really good passer is Mallory Learcamp for the Capitals. Near side, Siefken has it. Her pass on the back end moves up, and the Aberdeen Cougars will get out of the zone. This bouncing puck will make its way to the neutral zone here near the blue line. Ava Lavenger back in, trying to swing it to the net. Backhanded pass, trying to go up for Reese, and it got all the way to Vikander, and she will get the whistle with 2:34 to go here in the first period. So Aberdeen now 0 for 2 in the power play, which happened after the penalty was called against the Cougars. But the Caps are now 0 for 1. Didn't get anything in the offensive zone, but only had 20 seconds to really work with. 2:34 to go in the first period. Face-off will be controlled by Aberdeen at the blue line. It's going to be held in by Birch and Nemec. Now it's Hunsley that will pick up the puck. Hunsley trying to get back to her skates. Ullman in front, and a save made by Vikander. It is still loose, and she scores! I believe it was Brenna Ullman that will put it in, and the Caps will take a 1-0 lead with 2:21 to go. The rebound in front three, all three forwards are right there, as Brenna Ullman will lead the handshake line to the bench. Ullman will get her first of the season after not scoring any goals last year. Takes just 2 games to get her first one in the regular season this year. With 2:21 remaining here in the first period and a 1-0 lead with American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We'll wait to hear the exact so we can actually look up to see if there's any assists. But Kaylee Dixon now will move it in. Hunsley and Nemec will both get the assist. There's a shot, is right at the goal line. Fromm was able to move it with their stick just to her right and kept it out from going in. It was barely crossed at all if it had gone in. Here's a pass to the slot, and it goes through the slot. Reagan Emmy now will grab it with 1:45 to go here in the first period. Got to the blue line, got it into the offensive zone for a moment. Now the Capitals back. Elliott Birch will pass it here to the near side. This will be try to be sent back down, but Kenley Boyer blocked it. Emmy will send it back out from her defensive zone into the neutral zone. She lost her stick blocking a pass from Leah Kranzler. And now it'll be quickly walked back in, and a shot that will go wide. That coming from Callie Gage. Near side, it is Gage. Backhanded pass for Kranzler. She tried to touch it towards the net, but it was going wide. Fromm just pushed it to the corner. And now it's Kranzler again for Gage, and that one will be chopped wide. A couple players tumbling down. Boyer is in a battle with number 16 in Hadrick. Here's a shot to the blue line, and that's a save made by Fromm after it bounced its way there. Sophia Lamont, it'll be back to the blue line again. Riley Keller, that shot got all the way through. Fromm couldn't see it, but did make the save in good positioning. Now here's Learcamp, and the Caps can maybe get a 2-on-1. Learcamp trying to move into the offensive zone. Spun away from the defender. Learcamp put it towards the net, but didn't get enough on it to get it all the way there to Vikander. 35 seconds to go here in the first period as Riley Keller in the corner for Aberdeen will control it. Here on the near side, nearly turned over. Puck is still free on the boards on the near side. Lavenger trying to pass it over. There's a shot by Learcamp, save made by Vikander, and it bounces up into her glove. And we get a whistle with 15.8 to go. So it is Brenna Ullman from Addison Hunsley and Emily Nemec as all three pick up their first points of the season. 15 seconds remaining in the first period. This will be the side of the net. Trying to find a way to put it back in front. Ullman is standing in front. Nemec will try again with 5 seconds to go. It'll be pushed to the corner, and that should take care of the first period. Trying to swing one in front, and there was one final shot by Ullman, and Vikander had to make sure she was ready for it. Otherwise, the Caps would have got another buzzer beater, just like Brecken Furman's game-winning goal last night. But the Caps do lead at 1-0 at the end of the first period over the Aberdeen Cougars. We will step aside and come back with our first intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you bank with First Fidelity, we reinvest your deposit right back into our community. We make loans to local families, farms, and small businesses. Community reinvestment is one of our basic purposes. It's vital to the local economy. It also helps grow our community. Stop by one of our branches today. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Sienna Tipton, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, it is the first intermission report as the White Capitals lead at 1-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. I would guess that we may or may not get the second period started on time right now, unless we end up not just zamming at all in the second period for the first period. I believe they're maybe zamming the other rink that has a game as well, and they're getting done with that to move it over here to this rink. But the zam has not started to come through quite yet. But it is a 1-0 lead here for the Hawaii Capitals. They are putting some time, looks like, back on the clock, so it'll be a little bit later than they've actually just put 15 minutes back up on the clock and have restarted the clock. So about 3.5 minutes or so later than usually what we have. And I think the coaches for the Aberdeen Cougars were making sure how much time they had. But it is a 1-0 lead, and just like it was yesterday, it's a one-shot-on-goal difference and a 1-0 game. Brenna Ullman, though, gets the goal this time in this game, as she was able to stuff in a rebound. Assen Hunsley and Emily Nemec both get the assist. That came with 2:21 to go in the first period, so both late-period goals for the Capitals to pick up the early lead and the first period lead to lead at 1-0 on the American Family Insurance and Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. 12-11 in shots. Both teams are 0 for on the power play. 2 penalties against the Aberdeen Cougars. Make that 2 penalties against the Oahe Capitals. Brenna Olben got called for a trip, and Reagan Emmy got called for a high stick. And then it was Malaya Tipton for Aberdeen that got called for a trip during the power play for Aberdeen. So then 20 seconds after Emmy's high stick was called, it was Tipton that got called for the trip, and then it ended up being 4-on-4 for about 1 minute and 40 seconds. And the Caps got a very brief power play that couldn't amount to much because Aberdeen had cleared the zone right as the power play was starting and never really got in to try and set anything up with that. When it's only 20 seconds, you're just hoping that maybe you can have a face-off right away in the offensive zone with 20 seconds to try and set anything up. But that's all the Capitals are able to do. In that power play, no shots on goal for the Caps in the power play, but they do lead at 12-11 in shots and 1-0 in favor of the Caps on Brenna Ullman's first goal of the season. We will check scores from around the state. There is one game that should be in action. We'll try and get you an update for that one between Brookings and Rushmore, their third game of the weekend, as Brookings is trying to go 3-0 against the Rushmore Thunder and had a couple of successful first 2 games that would indicate that it's likely that they go to 3-0, but we'll check the score anyway coming up here in just a little bit. We're step aside, come back with more of the first intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. 224-6627.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company. We're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Ava Lavenger, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
welcome you back as we continue our first intermission report. The Hawaii Capitals have a 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. One other game in action right now. Brookings is leading Rushmore. Maya Forrester has the only goal. 1-0 is the score, according to the game sheets on the website. 1-0 lead for Brookings. They're 2-0 against Rushmore, and they're looking for a 3-0 record. We'll see if there is a score update for Sioux Falls East and Sioux Center. It's a 4-0 lead for Sioux Falls East in the first period against the Sioux Center Storm. Thatcher May, Ryan Fenton, Owen Sesher, and Ryan Fenton again have all scored for the Sioux Falls East Flyers to this point. That game got started at 11 a.m. And then it will be a 2 o'clock or a 3 o'clock puck drop for both Brookings, Rushmore, and then the boys game between Aberdeen and Oahe here at the ODI Center. So we'll keep an eye on that Brookings and Rushmore game as, let's see, we'll go back again to tell you last night between those two teams. It was a 4-0 win for the Rushmore Thunder. Brixton Steen had 2 goals. Andrew Welling and Cohen Williams each scored for the Thunder, who won that first game between what we expect to be 2 of the best teams in the States. Once again, the Thunder, who went undefeated last year, look to be more reloading than unloading any talent from that team. But it is a win for Rushmore last night in a 4-0 victory, and they'll play at 3 o'clock later on here today. The Caps and the Cougars here, 1-0 score at the end of that first 17 minutes. We're still a little bit farther behind going into the second period right now. They had to reset the clock. The Zamboni was on the other rink, examining that sheet of ice, and now is still just over halfway done of getting this rink, the ODI Center, taken care of. The home of the Aberdeen Wings. Watertown Shamrocks and Aberdeen play several games here over the course of the season. They look like they play home and homes, where everybody else that they play against would be back-to-back games either on the road or back-to-back games at home. But they get to play the Watertown Shamrocks at home and home, so they would play one game here in Aberdeen, then the next night they would play in Watertown at that ice arena, that brand new ice arena. We're not going to be there for the state tournament this year after having the girls varsity 2 years ago, the boys varsity last year. There are no state varsity tournaments in Watertown. I believe JV is going to be out in Watertown this year for boys. But the girls varsity is in Mitchell, where we were last night. The boys varsity will be in Sioux Falls, where we'll be next weekend for more games. But we'll have a coverage of all 22 state tournament games, 11 for the girls, 11 for the boys, right here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as we have had what will be our 5th full season of, or maybe it's the 6th season now, that we'll have all the girls and the boys state tournament games. We started in 2021, so this will be the 6th straight year that the all of the girls and boys state hockey tournament games are on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So let's take one more break here in the first intermission report. When we come back, it is the second period between the Caps and the Cougars. 1-0 lead for the Caps on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Back after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected, because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Hawaii hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Hi, this is Callie Beam, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, it is just about time for the start of the second period with the Capitals leading 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Still got 2:17 left to go on the clock before we get to that point, but they will get those nets put back on their moorings and get set and ready to go for the second period. We will start 5-on-5. The Aberdeen Cougars are 0 for 2 on the power play. Caps are 0 for 1. Again, that 0 for 1 is a 20-second power play. And one of those 0 for 2, they did have only just a 20-second power play as well, their second one for the Cougars. So really, you can say Aberdeen's 0 for 1, and that's about it, without having a whole lot of extra time on the power play for either side. Coming up this Friday, we will have the Oahe Capitals home opener against the Rushmore Thunder. They will play at 6 o'clock on Friday. We'll have coverage around 5:40 on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as the girls will be at home against Rushmore on that Friday. On Black Friday, we'll have it for you with a 6 o'clock puck drop. Then the weekend will come, and we're still trying to figure out the details on where we will go, and weather might play a factor into where we would go, depending on, because the boys will play a Sunday afternoon in Sioux Falls. The girls are playing in Brookings. The boys are playing in Sioux Falls Saturday. So there is we will have to pick one of the two games to go and cover coming up on Saturday, but weather might dictate on what that might look like. I know Brookings and Sioux Falls aren't a far distance between each other, but again, we'll see how things go, and we'll figure out how the weekend forecast will look as well. And we'll have weather for you on KCCR. Zach will have things posted as they are available, knowing that there could be maybe some weather that could come through over the Thanksgiving holiday and into that weekend. We'll keep you updated as well. We are just about set for the start of the second period, as both teams will be making their way out on the ice here shortly, as the Cougars and the Capitals on the opposite ends of the ice right now, both looking to get onto the ice. And both teams will take the ice. So the Capitals with a 1-0 lead on the goal from Brenna Ullman, from Addison Hunsley and Emily Nemec. And at 1-0 with 2:21 to go in the first period. We'll see if they can add on to it. Caps took a 2-0 lead. It was in the third period when they took a 2-0 lead against Mitchell yesterday afternoon. Ended up being a 2-1 final score for the Caps to get the win. See if the Caps can add on before we get to that third period. Aberdeen with 11 shots on goal. The Capitals with 12 shots on goal. And what we've seen from this Capitals team is that there's not the drop off from one line to one line is very minimal for this Capital team. They really balanced up and down, even with some of the older girls on maybe some of the on one line and the younger girls on the other line. We've seen that for the last couple of years, that it doesn't matter if you split them up or put them all together, that there's not a lot of drop off, which is the depth that the Caps have had the last couple of years have made this a really fun girls hockey team to watch as we are underway here in the second period as the Caps will win the opening faceoff. The pass will go up ahead to Brenna Ullman, and she'll backhand it into the zone. And it will be Emily Nemec that will grab it behind the net. She's on the backhand right now. She'll turn to her forehand, looking to try and center one. For Ullman in front, and that one just went wide of Vikander. Nearly her second one of the day for Ullman. Here is now Birch, got it to the front of the net, but then lost the handle of it before she get a shot away. Caps come out on fire to start the second period, and Aberdeen will have to ice the puck. 16:28 to go, and that's a really, really good start. 32 seconds in the second period. Nearly made it a 2-0 lead. Face-off will be to the right of Vikander, and the Caps will make a quick change and see if this next line and the second pairing of defense in this period can keep things moving along. Ava Lavenger will try and win the face-off to the right of Vikander. It is going to be won by Kaylee Dixon. Riley Keller behind the net, lost the puck. Aubrey Stewart trying to take it away from her, but then Keller will get to the corner on the far side and will be able to get the puck out of the zone with Kaylee Dixon now. Dixon, good stick there from one of the Capitals in Boyer, or make that Lavenger, and then it's pushed into the Cougar bench with the puck, and we'll get a whistle. 16:11 to go here in the second period. Face-off right at the center ice dots. It is won by Lavenger. Kirsten Miller moved up ahead. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Capitals moving in. That pass or that shot goes wide. That coming from Stewart. Now here on the near side, back out of the blue line. That one misses for Junt on the pass from Learkamp. All the way back to the corner, near side. Kirsten Miller will pick it up. She'll try and swing that one around. She lost an edge and went down. Then a centering pass is blocked by Junt. As it's now engaged behind the nets. Callie Gage for Aberdeen. There's a good stick lift and a good takeaway by Lavenger. Junt up the boards on the far side. Puck is still free after it went off of Stewart. And now Junt again here, now coming to the near side. Moves it up the boards to Learkamp with space. Out of the zone, a good pass from Learkamp to Lavenger. Now near a 2-on-1 for the Capitals. Lavenger will get to the corner. Lavenger trying to send it back out towards the front of the net. Junt now in the backhand, trying to spin one towards the net. Miller trying to take up the puck, and it's going to be out of the zone by Leah Kranzler. This pass up the middle of the ice. Kirsten Miller will grab it here for the Caps. Overskates the puck, picks it back up, and then the pass will come across over for Birch. Bouncing puck for Siefkin to settle it down. Got it out of the zone. Miller will send it back in with 14:50 to go here in the second period. This will be sent to the blue line. That puck was off the stick of Ainsley Reese, and it gets to the red line at center ice, and the puck will be passed over to Elliott Birch, who will spin in front of her own net. That pass was off of a stick, does come out of the zone. Siefkin will get the pass from Addison Keller, and then moved into Olivia Sandvik. But again, the Capitals, Ainsley Reese is over there in the corner. 5 players are battling for the puck. Out to the blue line. There's a wind-up shot by Fishback, but it was blocked. And nearly getting free with it was Kenley Boyer. Boyer ends up taking down Fishback. There's 2 players that will run into each other, and Reagan Emmy was the one to be able to get the puck out of the zone. Really good job of taking a hit to make a play. Addison Keller with a shot save has made the rebound. Bounced over the stick of Sandvik. Out to the blue line, that's held in. That pass was blocked. Now it's back to the blue line again, and the Caps still can't get out of the zone, and nearly had a chance to break free for Sienna Tipton. And instead, here is Addison Keller at her own blue line. Her pass will miss everybody. Elliott Birch will get to the puck before it got to the red line. One of the few times that her speed disrupts a potential icing. But now the Caps still with it into the neutral zone. Addison Hunsley moving in. Hunsley, that shot, blocker down by Vikander, but the rebound was loose. Came from the top of the face-off circle. And the rebound was turned to the corner. Here is Kaylee Dixon near side. Her pass was blocked by Nemec. Hunsley and Fishback run into each other. Out to the blue line. Ainsley Reese with a shot. It was tipped wide by Ullman. Nemec behind the net again. Nemec trying to center one for Ullman. Off of a couple of skates. Reese now will pinch in to hold it in the zone. Out of the corner, but Kaylee Dixon will take over from there. Nemec will disrupt her from continuing to move it along. Ullman in a battle. She wins it, gets it free. Nemec will pick it up. Nemec with a pass through the crease, and that one just missed. Looking to try and get to Reese, who was sagging down to try and get a one-timer. Here's now Higley that will move it in. Good stick lift there for the Capitals in Hunsley. 12:30 to go here in the second period. The puck will get to the corner on the near side. Learcamp will make that. Hunsley will move it around. Miller in the corner. It's grabbed by Malaya Tipton. And then that pass for Dixon. Dixon will center one. That's blocked by the Capitals, who had all kinds of defense in front of the net. Puck is still bouncing. Tipton will find a handle on it. And then the puck will come out of the zone as it was sent free by Reese. Reese moves up ahead. That one behind Nemec. And then the pass will get across over to the far side. Kirsten Miller will wait for the Caps to finish out making a change with 11:50 to go here in the second period. Moved up to Learcamp. Her pass just misses for Aubrey Stewart. And into the offensive zone. The Cougars had to wait, but now it's turned over, and it's Lavender starting to move it in. Just can't quite get it past Kylie Herman, but the Caps do hold in the zone. Here is Learcamp walking in. Learcamp, that one shot just wide. Maybe getting a piece of was Vikander. Around it comes to the far side in the corner. Learcamp centers one. Stewart's, and that misses the one-timer. Aubrey Stewart was alone in front and just missed the one-timer. Puck is still free between the circles. Out to the blue line. Lavenger is able to hold it in, but it's taken away by Gage, and then up ahead to Kranzler. Birch trying to take the puck back from Kranzler and does, and now Birch will pick up speed in the neutral zone, carries in the offensive end, swings wide, Birch is in, her shot goes off the outside of the net, but then it bounced wide. It looked like it almost bounced in front of the net as it ramped up the goal, and it landed to the side of the net. Now it's back out of the zone, Addison Keller, and we'll get a whistle, and Reagan Emmy will get called for a hook. That's her second penalty, so she will have to be careful the rest of the way. A hook against Emmy with 10:47 to go here in the second period. And the third Aberdeen Cougars power play. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill for the Hawaii Capitals. Trying to keep this 1-0 lead. Shots in this period are just 3-1 in favor of the Hawaii Capitals, and we've played near 6.5 minutes. Face-off will be to the right of Fromm. Kaylee Dixon will take it for the Cougars. Nemec for the Capitals. It is won by Dixon. Sandvig out to the blue line as the Cougars can set up their power play. That one got all the way through after it was near a pass, and then the rebound was chipped up to Fromm to make the catch, and she'll get the whistle with 10:38 remaining here in the second period. A minute and 51 seconds left to go on the power play. This face-off is won. That shot into the glove of Fromm. On the quick shot from the Aberdeen Cougars, and Sandvig from the far side boards. On the outside of that face-off circle. Another face-off here for Dixon and Nemec. It is won again by Dixon. And into the corner for Olivia Sandvig. Sandvig behind the net on their forehand. Pass comes for Siefkin here on the near side. Back down to Sandvig. That one off the stick of Ainsley Reese. Back out of the blue line. Aberdeen still with it. Riley Keller here at the points. That shot bounces off of the Capitals, and it was covered up by Fromm. It hit Reese and bounced its way right to Fromm, who had to be on her toes. And not only did it bounce to Fromm, when it bounced, it went from her left over to her right, then right, and thankfully square right to her stomach. to make the save. Near side for Keller. That went the blue line. Her pass was off of a shin pad. It does come out of the zone as the Capitals are able to get it out of the zone. But Addison Keller will bring it right back in with 1:10 to go on the power play. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 lead for the Caps. Keller, one-timer for Sandvik. Bouncing puck. It is loose in front. A shot by Siefkin. It was saved by Fromm. Still loose. Another shot by Siefkin. It's on the side of the nets, and it's covered up by Fromm. And a mad scramble again, and the Caps are able to keep it out of the back of the nets with now 56 seconds to go on the power play. 9:43 remaining here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Fromm. The face-off is won by Aberdeen. That shot was blocked. That one coming from number 17, Malaya Tipton. Into the corner, in front Tipton. There's another shot, another save by Fromm. And boy, the Caps going to be careful not to get another penalty. Heagley was the one that took the shot. They were clearing out everybody in front of the nets. Tipton will end up going down. The referee's going to talk about it for a moment. 9:31 to go, but there won't be any penalties called against either side. So with 44 seconds to go, maybe they were just talking about where to put the face-off. 44 seconds left to go in the power play. 6 shots on this power play right now for the Aberdeen Cougars. This will be sent to the boards on the far side, but not out of the zone, held in by Kranzler. Hunsley trying to fish for the puck. It's grabbed by Tipton again. And Malaya Tipton lost the puck to Kirsten Miller, and Miller will send it all the way down on net for Vikander. Have to stop, and she'll play it to the corner. Emily Nemec racing after the puck, looking to attack short-handed. Good job by Nemec. Nemec with it, and then turn it over at the blue line, but Hunsley was able to get it back and keep it away from Callie Gage. This will be at the red line in center ice. Aberdeen moving it back in. Down to 2 seconds. The Capitals will kill off the penalty. Reagan Emmy will come back onto the ice. She will skate all the way across to the bench. Get that last player on the ice. Aubrey Steer will have to race into the defensive zone. Leah Kranzler in the corner for Aberdeen, protecting the puck. Centers one, misses everybody. Then fanning on it was Fishback. This will be sent down the ice, but I don't believe it's going to go far enough for an icing. Either way, it's going to be Vikander that will pick up the puck and send it back to the neutral zone. Sonia Jones lost the puck, and now it's one-on-one. Siefkin moving in on Miller. Shot goes wide by Siefkin. Rebound came back to her, looking for a wraparound chance. That shot ends up going over the top of the goal mouth and over to the far side, where Juntz will get it out of the zone with the help of Ava Lavenger. Lavenger will carry it in the offensive end. She'll leave it back for Learcamp. Learcamp trying to cut in. That shot was blocked, still loose in front of the net. Still a battle for it. It was in front of, behind everybody in the, going towards the top of the slot, and it's eventually grabbed by Aberdeen. Everybody was looking for it. Their heads were turned towards the goal, and it was behind where everybody was looking. 7:40 remaining here in the second period. Skating in front of the net was Siefkin. And now we've got both fans of teams, both teams fans yelling, looking for calls against. Here's a shot that is going to be blocked, and then Nemec, who was trying to redirect it, ended up blocking the shots. She fell to the ice, and Vikander saw the puck and dove on top of it. We get a whistle to get a breather here with 7:25 to go in the second period. So Aberdeen now officially 0 for 3 in the power play. They had 6 shots on that power play. Excuse me, 5 shots on that power play. As this will be out of the neutral zone, Ainsley Reese will pick it up at her own blue line. Pass will go up for Boyer, missed her. And it'll come back to Reese at her own blue line again. Goes across to her defensive partner in Birch. This one will be tipped and then settled down for a moment by the Capitals, but as they pushed it into the zone, it got onto Vikander, and she's able to put the big mid on top of it and get the whistle with 7:05 remaining here in the second period. Still 1-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Hunsley takes the face-off. It is won by Aberdeen, but not out of the zone. It is held in by Birch. Moved it over to the corner for Ullman. Brenna Ullman's tried to center one, and that one was blocked. And now here on the near side, it'll be out of the zone, and it's going to be Birch that will move it up ahead to Nemec. Nemec will get it around. Here's Ullman now, trying to back it back to Nemec, but it went just too far in front of her. Then a centering pass from Ullman to Ullman from Hunsley, and Ullman again looking for that second goal. And this line has really been buzzing. Hunsley, Nemec, and Ullman have been the best line of the day so far for either team. And they've forced a lot of wild saves for Vikander. She's got 16 saves on 17 shots with 6:38 to go here in the second period. This will be Lavenger that will pick it up in the corner. Lavenger here on the corner, still within the far side, looking to try and center one for Stewart, and then that one missed. Trying for the one-timer. Here is Ainsley Reese with a shot and a blocker save made by Vikander. 6:20 to go here in the second period. Capitals trying to hem in the Cougars. This pass over, missed everybody, but Birch will pick it up. Birch now will go behind the net. Birch still with it. She'll circle the wagons back out. Her pass was blocked off of a stick. Ainsley Reese trying to step up, but it is grabbed here by Gage. And Callie Gage will try and dump it in. Learcamp got a piece of it and then try to protect the puck. Comes back to Gage. There's a shot, rebound, and that one will be turned away by the Capitals. And now they have numbers going the other way if they can get moving. It was sent down the ice by Stewart off of Riley Keller, so there is no icing. And the Caps avoid the tying goal being scored by Aberdeen with that puck loose in front of the nets. Over on the far side, make that the near side here in the corner. Kirsten Miller will pick it up in her own defensive end. Clears it out of the zone. And it'll be played across by Aberdeen and walked right back in. Siefkin will move it in. She'll turn in the corner. Her backhand pass, that one will miss after it was off of a stick. Keller can't hold it in the zone. Olivia Sandvig will pick it back up. She goes down. Play continues. That pass will come to the neutral zone for Kenley Boyer. She couldn't handle the pass, and it's dumped back in by Aberdeen. And Aston Keller now on the near side. And the corner centers one, and that one misses. No one was there for Aberdeen. Backhanded out of the zone by the Capitals. Delayed offside as Aberdeen will tag back up with 4:50 to go here in the second period. It's bouncing puck. It'll be out of the zone by the Capitals. It is Sienna Tipton trying to fight for it. Rachel Siefkin will find the handle of it, and she'll send it across as it will go to Kaylee Erlacher. I'll make that, Kaylee Erlacher. Didn't put it all the way down to my sheet. Moved back in. Girl goes down. Play continues. It was not a check or a rough against the Capitals. Can't get out of the zone immediately. Here is Miller, and then a shot from Olivia Sandvig will be turned aside by Fromm. She's now made 19 saves on the afternoon. Near the afternoon. We almost made it to 12 o'clock. It is Hunsley that will try and move it up ahead. This will be now Nemec. And Emily Nemec at the blue line. This will be offside. Hunsley, the puck came right to her stick as she was walking into the offensive zone, and she tried to carry it right back out, keep it from being offside. But we get a whistle with 3:58 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. 19-18 in shots now in favor of Aberdeen, but the Caps still have that 1-0 lead on Ullman's first of the year. It came late in the second period. Here is now Reese, centers one. Looking for Ullman. Here's Nemec on the back end. That puck is turned aside and it stayed in play to be over to the corner. Here's a shot by Birch from the blue line, and that one is a save made by Vikander. Held in by the Capitals. Here is now Hunsley. Starts to walk it in. Didn't get a clean shot away, and it'll be covered by Vikander. She was disrupted on the stick from Aberdeen. As it kind of squandered in there towards to the net, Vikander was able to get the glove on it and get the whistle. 3:31 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be won by the Capitals. Reeves with a shot. It was tipped wide by Learcamp. Stewart now in the corner, tried to center one off the side of the net and off the goal stick of Vikander. Here's Birch that will hold the zone. She's underneath the net. Here's a shot, and then that will be out of the zone by Aberdeen. She got below the goal line and tried to center it back out, but it was turned aside by Aberdeen. Here's now Lavenger up the boards here for Learcamp. Trying to win a race. It's at least 2-on-1 here for the Caps. Learcamp centers one over. Shot by Stewart, but she didn't get all of it. She didn't get any of it. She failed on the shot attempts. Vikander was all sprawled out, but no shot from Stewart. Really good pass there from Mallory Learcamp. 2:40 to go here in the second. This is turned over, held in by Stewart. She'll send it across the ice to the corner. Caps will finish making a change as Aberdeen will move it into the neutral zone. It will be now Sonia Junt that will pick it up. She will tag herself back on side, and it will get to the corner and behind the net now. Boyer here now for Miller. Around it goes Reagan Emmy, unable to get a stick to it. 2:07 remaining here in the second period. Out to the blue line for Junt. Sonia Junt can't keep it in the zone. It's kicked along by Kranzler, but ends up being off the line of the referee's skate. So it's slowed down for the Capitals to try and get the puck back. Boyer on the near side. The puck is still pinballing around, and it'll eventually be into the zone. Callie Gage along with Addison Gage are both in. And then as Aberdeen trying to get some offense moving with 1:40 to go, it's out of the zone again by the Capitals. Quickly making a change is Aberdeen. Sandvig lost the puck to Emmy. Emmy will send it in deep. That'll roll up the net, and it will stay on the ice, but the Caps can continue to make a change as they make a wholesale change on the fly. 1:20 to go here in the second period. It's now Olivia Sandvig. That pass goes across for Keller. She'll move it into the offensive zone, but it doesn't get deep. That pass nearly intercepted by Siefkin. It'll be now trying to move out of the zone. Hunsley, Ullman can move in 2-on-2. Hunsley moves around one defenseman. Hunsley on the backhand. There's a save made by Vikander. Really good move there by Hunsley. The defenseman thought that Hunsley was going to go and stay on the forehand, and she was able to skate right by her. Birch intercepts a pass attempt, trying to center one, but that one was blocked. Puck is good stick lift there by Birch. It'll be Hunsley that will play it around here for Ullman. A couple players are on the ice right now for both teams. Out to the blue line and out of the zone. Birch will grab the puck again. She'll throw it off the boards right to Ullman. Backhands it into the zone. Caps are trying to make one last change here in the second period. 30 seconds to go. Nearly turned over. Hunsley just missed the intercepting pass. 23 seconds remaining here in the second period. This will be tipped by Lavenger into the zone. Riley Keller turns it over the blue line. It's moved in by Learcamp. Learcamp trying to get a shot free. Centers one over for Stewart, and that one was blocked with 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Out to the blue line, bouncing puck. It'll eventually be grabbed here by Learcamp with 3 seconds to go. Learcamp with a shot that goes wide, and that will take us to the end of the second period. No scoring in that second period. The Capitals will outshoot Aberdeen by another shot. They lead at 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, but they outshoot Aberdeen 9-8 in the second period, and still a 1-0 advantage at the end of 2 periods. We will step aside and come back with our second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the capital area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Brenna Ullman, and you're listening to Oahe Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back as we continue now into the second intermission report. And Brenna Ullman does have the only goal so far in this hockey game, and it's a 1-0 lead in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Not a lot of action in that second period in terms of stats. Reagan Emmy took the only penalty in that second period. It was called for a hook. It was 21-19 in shots. It was 9-8 in that second period in favor of the Hawaii Capitals after having a 12-11 lead in the first period, 9-8 in the second period, and it is a 1-0 lead still here for the Caps on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. So those are your second intermission stats, and pretty much all your stats will tell you too. It was 0 for 3 right now in the power play for the Aberdeen Cougars, 0 for 1 for the Capitals, as Emmy's got 2 penalties and Ullman's got the other one for the Caps. Malaya Tipton's got the only penalty for the Aberdeen Cougars, so those are the only 4 penalties so far in this hockey game. But the Caps still cling to that 1-0 lead, and really at times it's been a flow of both of these teams feeling like they've been dominating the game. The Caps and the Cougars both feel like at times they've been dominating the puck possession and in the offensive zone. Obviously, Ullman's goal with 2:20 to go in the first period is the only thing that got in the back of the net. But overall, both teams probably feel like they should have 1 or 2 extra goals than what they have. For Aberdeen, maybe a little bit more frustrating because they don't have any on the board right now, and they're feeling like they could have maybe 1 or 2. But Fromm has played well in front of in the crease, and the defense has just played well in front of the Capitals, which has made things difficult for Aberdeen to get rebounds or to get good looks at the net. And the same can be said about Aberdeen as well, defensively and for Vikander. But the Caps have broken through so far. So while their frustration of not scoring is a lot lower than Aberdeen's, both these teams feel like in this third period they can score plenty of goals to try and win this game. And I would think that the Capitals will need more than 1 to win this hockey game. I think Aberdeen probably thought the same thing going in, that it was going to take more than 1 to win a hockey game. Even with Chloe Vikander as your goalie, you knew that you're going to have to score 2 or 3 to try and win a game. And both teams are probably in the same boat thinking about that right now going into the third period. That's your second intermission stats. We will step aside. When we come back, we will continue our second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Hawaii hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. driven by community, powered by you.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also, check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Jim Wadeen, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And as we welcome you back and continue our second admission report, the Oahe Capitals lead at 1-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Other games in action right now. Brookings Rangers have a 2-0 lead over the Rushmore Thunder in girls hockey, as Sawyer Triplett and Maya Forrester have both scored, as Brookings looking to go 3-0 against the Rushmore Thunder this weekend and start the season at 3-0 as well. Boys hockey, just one other game going on right now. Sioux Falls East has a 9-1 lead over Sioux Center. They scored 4 goals in the first and 5 in the second to lead at 9-1. Here in that second period, and starting to get closer to the third period as they have run time already against Sioux Center. It's a 1-0 game here between the Caps and the Cougars, and this will be a fun finish here this evening this afternoon, looking for the Caps to go to 2-0 in the season. Aberdeen's trying to win their first game in their first try, but the Caps with that 1-0 advantage, leading on the shot to chart 21-19. But Brenna Ullman's goal with 2:21 to go in the first period is the only goal of this hockey game so far from Hunsley and Nemec to make it a 1-0 game as we get set for the third period. When we come back, it is that third period for you. Back after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube. And on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off or non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Elliot Birch, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And as we welcome you back, we are getting set for the third period between the Oahe Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars, as we are just about set for our final regulation period of game one of our split doubleheader. We have the boys game coming up 3 o'clock for puck drop. We'll be on the air around 2:40. We'll see where this game, when this game ends, and when that JV game would begin, to see if maybe we might be a little bit behind schedule. Usually are, but we'll see where this game ends, where that next game will likely begin. But be able to get you set for the boys game coming up around 3 o'clock. But the girls have taken the ice for our third period with a 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. Brenna Ullman's goal from Hunsley and Nemec is the only tally in this hockey game. Just like it was yesterday, it was Kirsten Miller had the goal. But still in this game, with Ullman having the lone tally, going into the third period, the Caps led 1-0 after 2 periods against Mitchell. They end up winning 2-1. And we'll see if maybe that's the final score in this game. Maybe we'll see a lot more scoring here in this third period. But Aberdeen wants the next one. If there's another goal that's scored, the Caps don't necessarily need another goal to be scored. But if the next goal, Aberdeen wants that one to tie things up at 1, whether it be early or late here in this third period. But we are just about set to go for this third period. 5-on-5 to start the third. Emily Nemec will take the face-off against Rachel Siefkin. And this third period is underway. And then Nemec will try and push it along. Almost got to Hunsley, but now Siefkin will carry it in the offensive end. Siefkin moves in. A quick shot goes over the head of Fromm and over the top of the crossbar as it goes off the glass here on the near side. Siefkin now near side again for Aberdeen in the corner. 4 players are battling for it. Ullman will win the battle and then send it all the way around the boards and out of the zone as we're 30 seconds into this third period. Does not go far enough for an icing. That was a perfect amount of speed from Brenna Ullman clearing the puck. It'll be played by Reese at the point. Ainsley Reese with a shot. It is loose in front. Capitals are trying to find the handle to it after it got blocked by somebody. It was laying right in front of the nets, but the Caps couldn't get a stick to it to get another shot away. Elliott Birch in her own end of the ice up ahead for Learcamp. Now her pass gets it to Nemec, and then she will try and send it in deep. Puck is still taken free. Learcamp with a quick shot and a save made. Rebound, and Stewart couldn't get a stick to it. We'll get to the corner, though, to try and play it here for the Capitals. And it's out of the zone, where it's now grabbed by Heagley. As Heagley moves in, good stick again by the Capitals. Junt and Miller took it away. It'll be out to the blue, to the red line at center ice. Miller will try and send it in deep, but that was blocked by Kylie Herman. There's a fan-on pass attempt. Nearly kept in the zone by Learcamp. And that will be moved at the blue line, or at the red line. Lavenger will pick it up at the blue line. Moves into the offensive zone. Try to get it in deep. Kaylee Dixon will grab it, though, for Aberdeen. Turns it over. The pass went over to Boyer. But then stepping in front of that puck was Heagley. And didn't allow Boyer to keep possession of it. Good stick from Kirsten Miller. Back for Birch now as she'll circle in front of her own net. Elliott Birch carried in the neutral zone into the offensive end. Trying to slip through it. Kylie Herman unable to. And the puck is at the blue line. Does come back out of the zone. And Reagan Emmy will turn, and her forehand pass goes across for Ainsley Reese into open space. Almost got it back to Emmy. Aberdeen was in the midst of a change, so they just got off the ice so they wouldn't have too many on the ice. Here's a shot by Emmy and a save made by Vikander, and she will cover to get the whistle with 14:37 to go here in the third period. Our first whistle of this third, and the Caps with a 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard are trying to hold on and pick up the win, but there's a lot of time left in this hockey game. Face-off will be to the right of Vikander. Nemec will take it for the Capitals against Callie Gage. Won by Nemec, shot by Birch, goes in front of the blue paint. Hunsley into the corner, trying to center one. That was blocked by Swisher. Near side, it is now Hunsley again. That's out of the zone, and it'll be grabbed here by Elliott Birch at her own blue line. Hunsley and Kranzler are all tangled up. Cooler heads will prevail, and Hunsley trying to get the puck now as it came into the offensive end. It's now grabbed by Birch. Her pass over for Ullman. Backhanded into the zone by Brenna Ullman. Behind the nets, picked up by Aberdeen. Turned over to Ullman. Pushed one towards the net, and Vikander had to see it coming with Nemec standing in her way. Does make the save and gets covered up for the whistle with 13:58 remaining here in the third period. Caps have opened up with 3 shots on goal to open things here in the third period. Out shooting Aberdeen by 5. Here's Sonia Junt with a shot that goes wide of Vikander. On the near side. This will be out of the blue line. Kirsten Miller will send it back in. This will be off the back of the net. To the corner it comes, and the Caps looking to keep it in the zone. Good kick there by Miller to hold it in. This will come out of the zone. Miller now will send it across over for Junt. Right back to Miller in the neutral zone. That pass misses for Learcamp, and it will be no icing. Maybe it was touched by Learcamp. Either way, play will continue. Over on that far side, that pass is going to be intercepted after it went off his skate. Stewart trying to send it towards the net. Just missed for Lavenger, and then out of the zone, and Kirsten Miller will have to play it for the Capitals. Her backhanded pass is intercepted by Siefkin, and then she'll step through 2 different Capital players and keep possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Her pass misses initially for Olivia Sandvig, and then Miller will send it back down the ice. It'll come here to the middle of the ice for Siefkin again, and in the neutral zone, 2-on-3, moving it in. Her pass goes across right to Elliott Birch, and she'll send it right back out of the zone. But Aberdeen again will move it right back in as they get tagged back up. Reagan Emmy couldn't take the puck. Here's a shot by Fishback, and that goes high over the crossbar again. This will be sent out. It'll be now for Sienna Tipton. Birch blew a tire as she got the pass away, and she spilled into the boards. Now it's Siefkin going 1-on-2 in the zone. It goes between her legs to try and move the puck, but she's pushed off of it by Birch. And then positioned herself, but the pass came out in front of the net, and Kylie Fromm was ready for it and was able to get the paddle on the ice to block the pass to keep it from going in fully in front of the net. Kaylee Dixon a pass over, high slot shot by the Aberdeen Cougars from Higley, and it was blocked, never got to the net. This puck is still loose. Sienna Tipton, bouncing puck out to the blue line, right at the blue line, and it will stay in the zone. Ainsley Reese, her pass misses for Tipton. Puck is still loose over there. Shot was blocked. Now it's Fishback again moving in. That shot and a glove save made by Fromm. Flash in the leather was Fromm on that shot. Confident goalie in Kylie Fromm right now with 11:39 to go here in the third period. Fishback with two really good chances for this Aberdeen Cougar team. Fishback is also making her varsity debut. About 5 to 6 girls making their varsity debut here this afternoon for the Aberdeen Cougars. Brenna Ullman into the offensive zone for the Capitals. On her forehand, puck starting to get away from her. There's a shot on and a save made by Vikander. Back to Junt, who sent it to the net. Ullman was looking to try and redirect it. Here is Nemec, redirected by Ullman, and pushed it towards the net, and Ullman was diving for it. Fishback was boxing her out like it would be a basketball play. And Ullman then was diving and trying to poke check it away from Vikander. But she does get the save and a whistle with 11:16 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of Vikander. Offensive zone face-off won by the Capitals. Kirsten Miller at the blue line is able to hold it in after Lavenger won the face-off. She'll send it all the way around the boards to the far side. Junt trying to pinch in to hold it in the zone. Pounced high up in the air. Grabbed by Aberdeen. Good stick lift there by Stewart to keep the Cougars from going into the offensive zone. But then she lost the puck back to Gage. And Callie Gage that'll be offside against Aberdeen. And we get a whistle. Hadrick thought that Gage was going to move it in, but one extra move by Callie Gage forced Hadrick in and then offside. And we get a whistle. Ashton Hadrick, one of those girls that are making her varsity debut as well. Face off just outside the Capitals blue line. This will be won by Nemec. Was moving it along. Hunsley in a backhand. Couldn't get it deep into the zone. It'll be played back here for Kirsten Miller. Up ahead, Nemec. That bouncing puck. She's trying to find where the handle is at. And then it'll be sent down the ice. This should be an icing against the Cougars, and it is with 10:34 to go here in the third period. New set of legs for the Capitals. Wholesale change. Lavenger will take the offensive zone face-off with Stewart and Learcamp. Birch and Reese are the two defensemen for the Capitals. This is one back to Birch. Lost the puck, is out of the zone. Trying to race after it, Aston Keller. Birch, she's going to get called for a penalty. It will be a hook against Elliott Birch, and the Caps will go on the penalty kill with 10:23 to go here in the third period. So fourth power play now here for the Aberdeen Cougars. They're 0 for 3 so far on the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. Caps are trying to kill off a fourth one to keep this 1-0 lead. 10:23 to go here in the third period.
With 10:23 remaining in the third period, 2-minute penalty.
This will be cleared all the way down by the Capitals early on in this power play. This will be now controlled by Nemec behind the net. Centers one out in front. It was blocked. Nemec still with it. Gets a shot from the slot, and that one will be missing wide of Vikander. But the Capitals, a really good penalty killing job right now by Nemec, along with also Hunsley. And they've killed off 30 seconds of this power play. This is back at the red line. Passed it back to Miller, who will send it all the way down. And now 40 seconds have gone by in this power play, and Aberdeen's had no opportunity to get the puck towards the offensive zone. Aubrey Stewart nearly had it for an attack shorthanded. Learcamp stick. That one will be now Siefkin that will carry it in the offensive zone. Siefkin will carry it in. Falling to the ice was Miller, blowing a tire. I think she might have got hurt as well. This is out to the blue line. She is trying to get up, and Miller does get up off the ice and will have to get to the bench. It was more of a 5-on-3 power play for a moment for Aberdeen, but it'll be Mallory Learcamp that will carry it in. Learcamp, the offensive zone. Puck is underneath one of the Cougar players that were on the ice. And now it's Siefkin that will carry it into the neutral zone. Stick lift there by Nemec. It is now moved in and back in by Tipton. Malaya Tipton, good stick there for the Capitals. Sent by Reese, out of the zone by Learcamp. 20 seconds to go on the power play. 8:40 remaining here in the third period in this one-goal game. Aberdeen, so far in this period, just one shot on goal. Here is a turnover. Nemec, that one nearly a trip against Aberdeen, but play will continue. 3 seconds to go on the power play, and a really good job of killing the penalty for the Capitals. Birch will come off out of the penalty box. She will join the play. That shot got through. It was redirected, and a save made by Fromm, and was able to clear it out to the blue line and out of the zone. Kranzler's pass, that one was blocked by Ullman. Stewart trying to pick up the puck. Now Hunsley over towards Ullman. She got a glove on it, and from the run line will send it in cross-corner dump. Hard off the board, so it came back out to Kranzler pretty quick. And now Kranzler will skate to the far side of the ice, but a really good stick again there by Reagan Emmy. This will be off the boards by Ullman. To the corner it goes. 7:47 to go here in the third period. Still 1-0 lead for the Capitals. Back to 5-on-5. This will be out to the blue line, held in by Birch. Now it's out of the zone by Siefkin. Rachel Siefkin will dump it in, chase after it, but Birch is going to win that race just about every time. Now the puck is lost behind the net. This one will be swung out in front by Sandvig. It was partially blocked by Reese and then controlled by the Capitals, and Ullman will get out of the zone. Ullman moves up ahead. She's got Reagan Emmy with her, and we'll dump it in. We'll go off for the change. To the near side corner. Herman. Kylie Herman will send it all the way around for Sandvig. Pinching in was Tipton. That comes out of the zone. And it's now Elliott Birch that will grab it back at her own blue line. Her pass too hard to handle for Ainsley Reese. It'll come back to Birch after it went off the stick of Kaylee Dixon. Near side, Emmy gets it out of the zone. This will be played back to Birch again, who continues to play the puck up ahead for Emmy. And then it'll be now Dixon again at the blue line, moved in. Will turn with it. Good diving block by Birch. It still comes for Dixon, but a shot and a save made by Fromm. 6:20 to go, 6:25 to go here in the third period. This will be sent all the way down. The Capitals will ice the puck and relieve the pressure and get a whistle with now 6:20 remaining here in the third period. Boy, that was dangerous chance for the Aberdeen Cougars, but Fromm has continued to stand on her head here in this hockey game. 24-22 in shots in favor of the Capitals. 1-0 still on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Kirsten Miller. That will be out of the zone by the Capitals. All the way down the ice. It will not go far enough for an icing. It's grabbed by Aberdeen. And then it's turned over. Lavender trying to get to a forehand for a shot. And it's out of the zone, and now Kirsten Miller racing after it. Could turn into a breakaway, but a good stick by Kirsten Miller, keeping Aberdeen away from a breakaway opportunity. She didn't miss a shift. She was really slow to get off the ice. A leg injury or hurt her leg, and she's able to continue to play. And now Miller will move it out of the zone again, all the way back down. There is a touch, so there is no icing with 5:30 remaining here in the third period. That far side of the ice, Aberdeen trying to make a change. And it will be out to Kirsten Miller again, right up the middle of the ice for Brenna Ullman. That pass will be off of a stick into the offensive zone for the Capitals. Hunsley chasing after it. Near side now for the Cougars. Kicked along by Miller to keep it in the offensive zone. Hunsley trying to reach for it. Riley Keller is pinned to the boards by Hunsley. Puck came free, and now we get a whistle, and a slash is called. And who is it on? It's on Assen Hunsley. 5:05 to go here in the third period, and the Caps will have to go their fifth penalty kill. Didn't see a whole lot there from Hunsley on the slash, but it is called. And so now, with the fifth power play for Aberdeen. Can the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill come up big another time? 5:05 to go in this third period. Still 1-0 in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. This will come out of the zone. Aberdeen has to tag back up so the Capitals can take their time clearing the puck. Ainsley Reese over for Elliott Birch, who will send it all the way down the ice, and they will kill off the first 15 seconds. Addison Keller is pinned to the boards by Mallory Learcamp. Keller will play it back over for Siefkin. Learcamp trying to take the puck away from her, pushing her away from the puck, but will still pick it up, and will move it into the neutral zone now. Rachel Siefkin, team leader in goals that returned from last year's squad. 14 goals last year at 24 points overall. Siefkin centers one and a good stick from Fromm. It was too far inside for that backdoor feed, and Fromm got a big paddle on it. Behind the net now for Aberdeen. Pass will come back out for Keller. 1:05 to go on the power play. Kaylee Dixon, that one will go off the glass. Back to Dixon on the near side. Out to the point for Kranzler. Throws it to the net and a save made by Fromm. Into the corner. Siefkin has it again here for Aberdeen. Siefkin looking for a shot. There's a shot on and a save made by Fromm, and it's still loose. It is still loose in front of the net, and it will be covered up by Fromm to get the whistle with 3:49 to go here in the third period. I don't know how Fromm had it, lost it, and got it back. I don't know how any of that happened from where it was on the far side post. It's like she had caught it. Maybe it rolled off of her pad, rolled down, and then as she moved over to the right side of the goal, to the goal mouth, that the puck moved with her, and she was able to hold on to it. Hard to see from this vantage point, but the Caps do get the save from Fromm, and it's sent all the way down the ice by the Capitals. Aubrey Stewart had won the race to it. 30 seconds to go here in the power play. Capitals in the attack again, shorthanded right now. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill continues. And the Caps, Aubrey Stewart continues to kill off time. 18 seconds to go on the power play. Pass will come here to the near side. That one misses off of Gage's skate. Higley moves in. That shot is blocked by Miller, and she'll send it all the way down, and that will take care of this power play. Caps will go 5 for 5 in the penalty kill right now. And with 3:05 to go here in this third period. Out of the penalty box will come Hunsley.
What are we doing?
Near side. Is this going to be a penalty against the Capitals again? This will be a high stick against, who is it against? Brenna Ullman? I don't think that she got up on the chin. So Ullman will pick up her second penalty. With 2:54 to go here in the third period. So it's now the 6th Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. Ullman's in the box for 2 or less. If the Caps do kill it off, she'll come out of the box with 54 seconds to go here in the third period. Both teams still have their timeout to take if they want to take it. Here's Dixon with a shot that will go wide off the face-off win. 26-24 in shots now in favor of Aberdeen. They get their 6th power play opportunity. Dixon can't get to the forehand to try and get a shot away. Now Birch will backpedal away from Dixon, send it off the glass around here to the near side. Can't get it out of the zone quite yet. Addison Keller is able to hold it in. Hard pass off the skates of Dixon. Now Siefkin has it. We'll send it over for Dixon. 1:28 to go. Another good job by the Capitals. Birch disrupts that pass, and it's sent down the ice by Lavenger. 1:20 remaining on the power play. 2:13 to go here in the third period. Siefkin. She will move it into the offensive zone. Rachel Siefkin carries it in on the forehand with a shot, and it was blocked by Ainsley Reese. Off the boards, far side. That shot got to the net, but Birch is able to block it down, and she'll send it the length of the ice. 1 minute to go on the power play. Emily Nemec will try and win the race to the puck. Kill off more time against. And she goes down behind the net. It's grabbed by Aberdeen. It's sent here to the near side. It'll be now here for Elliott Birch, and it will be sent all the way back down again with 1:35 remaining here in the third period. Over to Nemec. Nemec, there's a big collision. Play will continue. And it is Nemec trying to win the battle for the puck in the neutral zone. It is now taken and moved in by Malaya Tipton. Tipton got free for a forehanded shot, but it did not have much on it. And Fromm will make the save with 1:16 to go here in the third period. 22 seconds to go on the power play. Will we see Vikander go off for an empty net and extra attacker? 22 seconds, you can get a 6-on-4 opportunity. But Coach Munsterman Wills is not signaling to Vikander yet. No timeout taken from either side. Heagley can't get free for a shot. That one will be blocked by Reagan Emmy and out of the zone and sent all the way down with 13 seconds to go on the power play. 1:05 remaining here in the third period. Emmy, that one will be taken over by Aberdeen and they can go with numbers, but Hunsley getting back on a back check. And it'll be sent back down by Birch, and that will take care of the power play. Brenna Ullman's out of the penalty box. 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Caps still lead at 1-0. This will be turned over. Ullman at the blue line. Caps don't need to score, but they can hold on to the puck to try and get this win. Sent over, looking for a backdoor feed for Hunsley, just missing on the pass from Ullman. Sent to the net, then sticked away by Vikander. 30 seconds to go here in the third period. Caps, if they can keep the offensive pressure up, they're going to win this hockey game. This will be sent over to the far side. Birch trying to pinch in. This will come out of the zone, but a good back check by Reagan Emmy to get back to the puck. And it'll be Birch that leaves it out of the zone. 15 seconds to go here in the third period. Siefkin moves it back into the offensive zone. Down to 10 seconds to go in the third. Siefkin still with it. Starts to walk it in. Siefkin will get free, but a good stick from Kirsten Miller. 3 seconds to go. Down for one final shot into the glove of Fromm. Time will expire. The Capitals will win it 1-0. Over the Aberdeen Cougars. A shutout for Kylie Fromm, and she stops all 27 shots against. And the Caps will go to 2-0 on the season, winning 2 one-goal games. 2-1 over Mitchell, and then 1-0 this afternoon against Aberdeen. What a win for the Caps to start 2-0 on the season. We will step aside and come back with our post-game show. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the capital area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As a family grows, so does its financial needs. There are doctors and dentists, optometrists, lessons, braces, groceries, and more groceries. Then, of course, there's cars, college, and weddings to pay for. First Fidelity Bank is here to make the financial side of growing a family a little easier. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hi, this is Dakota McTuffer, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back into the postgame show. The Oahe Capitals pick up a big 1-0 win on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard as the Caps survive the onslaught at the end of that hockey game. Kylie Fromm will get the shutout win, 27 saves on 27 shots. Caps had just 3 shots in that third period, but the only one that mattered was Brenna Ullman's rebound opportunity to stuff in with 2:21 to go in the first period. Addison Hunsley and Emily Nemec each got the assists, and it was a 1-0 lead with 2:21 to go, and that was all the scoring that we had in this hockey game. Fromm was excellent between the pipes. The defense was great in front of Fromm as well. The Caps killed off 6 different penalties against. One thing that I would say that Coach Woodine probably talking about in the locker room and saying, hey, we can't take that many penalties and expect to win time after time. But that's a really good defensive effort, even with the 6 power plays against and the penalty kills that you had to kill off. Really good defensive effort up and down the lineup for this Capitals team here tonight, this afternoon. And you think that if they get a few more opportunities in the power play, that they can start scoring and putting in a lot more goals. Just 3 goals through 2 games, but what matters the most is you got 2 wins in those 2 games. It doesn't matter if, really you had to just score 2 goals to get 2 wins overall, but having just 3 goals in those 2 games, you like to see a little bit more offense, but wins are wins. And against a good Mitchell team and a very good Aberdeen team, those are going to pay dividends at the end of the season for the Capitals with the 2-0 start to the 2025-26 season. As they are 2-0, and they will take on the Rushmore Thunder, who are 0-3 on the season after they were swept this weekend in 3 games to the Brookings Rangers. The Capitals will take on the Rushmore Thunder coming up on Friday. We'll have coverage at 5:40 and a 6 o'clock puck drop between the Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. We're not done here today, though. We've got another game coming up. The boys varsity game will come up here at 3 o'clock. It'll be about 2:40 for coverage. So about 2 hours from now, we'll get back on the air. I would say it's probably close to being 2 hours from now. It's 12:47. And it'll be right around that time whenever we get on the air, about 2:50 or so when we get on the air for that contest between the Caps and the Aberdeen Cougars. So we'll be back on the air. We're looking to try and maybe get 2:40, but maybe closer to 2:50 or to 3 o'clock, depending on how quick the JV game goes. But we'll have that game for you right here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Thanks to Eliza Mayer back at the station, John Ullman, who ran the camera for us here this afternoon. And we will be back at 2:40 with the boys game. But a 1-0 win for the Capital Girls over the Aberdeen Cougars. As we say so long for now from the ODI Center.
You've been listening to the Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Dakota Storm Roofing, Beck Motor Company, Birding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Pottsba Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Join us all season for more Capitals hockey here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting.